a NPK, or it won't even say that. It'll just be three numbers: one number, first number, middle number, last number. Well, the first one's nitrogen, which is all we've been talking about: fish guts, uh, uh, blood meal, chicken manure. Okay, so there's you a couple of nitrogen sources. So then you have the next one is phosphorus. So the main one I know of that's as an organic source is bone meal, which is also a calcium source. So you're getting, you know, good amounts of that. So, and then you can use lime. All that is ground up stone. They might process to get it more higher, whatever, but that's just a mineral, and you can use that. It's not really fertilizer. As far as I know, is lime. Well, it changes the pH, but it gives you it lets the plants absorb other nutrients. That's the other benefit that I know of there on that with the lime. You don't want to go too crazy with that though, because it will change stuff. But I've never even used it a whole lot. I put it around some trees a little bit, but um, my recipe lately is fish emulsion, bone meal, chicken manure, and then I've never really used a lot of it, but you can use, and you got to be careful with it. But wood ashes are a potassium source, organic or natural, whatever source. The other source is ground up rock that is potassium connected with some other, either sulfur or uh, some other salt. That's where the science starts going in there, and I can read about it, but trying to explain it, you need to read it yourself and explain it to yourself all that deeper, or because you can get a little too far on one of them. But if you don't go crazy, um, there's things like alfalfa. You can use. I've used alfalfa pellets. They have potassium in them, and they also it's like you can dig a hole for your plant, throw your throw some a handful of alfalfa pellets, a handful of chicken manure, a handful all this stuff in there. Maybe a handful of not a handful, maybe a spoonful of lime or a little bit of ashes. But I won't go crazy on that stuff. But then mix it up in the hole on the bottom, put a little bit of layer of dirt between it, sock the plant down in there. By the time that plant is mature enough to get through there and hit that, voila, fruiting. It it will be, you'll like it. But um, do this with every. The other one, good one, is an all around worm castings, and I've had them different ways. The ones I had that were real fluffy, I like because I could put them in whatever, and the roots would grow small plants, whatever, and it's like a slow release. But it's a real good one, and uh, yeah, worm castings are a great one. Now I don't know about the price, depending on where you get them. That's one of them ones you gotta weigh whether you how much if you're trying to put it all over your garden or something. If you're growing some pots of stuff, yes, it's great. Um, but um, yeah, try some of these things out. Let me know what you know, or what you know it something for sure doesn't work, or does, because there's a lot of hearsay in the old gardening world, and until you try some of the stuff yourself, or no. But vegetables, if you want to start out growing stuff, dude, vegetables can be, some of them can be pretty. It depends on who you are, because anybody that's dealt with stuff, some people kill this, some people kill that. They don't. You never know what you're gonna end up not making it to the end of the season. It'll make it to the day before you pick it, and then some little pesky animal might want to come by and have a bite. So keep trying. Never don't plant. Every year you gotta plant something. Take care of it all summer long and see what happens. And if you get good at it, then you start selling your plants or your fruit or whatever, or trading it, and uh, there you go. Then you're a farmer. They say what professional is just when you get paid for something that you do, right? That's what professional is. It doesn't matter how much or how little. So you sell them some tomatoes out in the yard, and then there you go. You're professional, making money, making it, or making it or breaking it. Usually the latter. But so here's a fertilizer recipe. Little juice, fish juice, big old scoop of chicken manure, a spoonful of lime, a spoonful of, couple spoonfuls of uh, uh, worm castings. Um, if you got blood meal, throw some of that in there, or it comes in a real fine. Get you a little bit of that. You put your bone meal in there, and then mix it all up and water it every once in a while. Don't go crazy watering. Uh, you could water every day if you have it warm enough and dry enough, but um, just let the plant let you know. If it starts drooping, unless it's real hot, then sometimes that's not a different issue. But if it's drooping on you and you feel it and it's dry, then yeah, that's probably what's wrong with it. But that's the easiest way to know. But it's standing water. With most plants, unless there's some kind of plant that likes that, which there are, but that's a different reason they're going to grow that way naturally. But if you're trying to have a garden, and I've found these raised bed things can be even more, but you have to water them more than something's in the ground. But there's some things perform better in the raised thing because it's loose, it's easy, the stuff go around, uh, and that's what sometimes that's what you're trying to create in the field anyways by plowing it to a hill or leaving whatever. So there's that. But yeah, dude, raised beds can produce some stuff, and I like the way they work. I just where my stuff is grown mostly it's on top of a rock that's close to the surface, and it drains kind of like it's already in a natural, and the ground, some of it's not that dirt deep till you hit the flat or you hit the bedrock. So um, I got like 3 small fields, and then got some trees planted out a little bit, but so they're maybe 50 by 100, a little over 100, some of them foot long, but so that's what we're working with to grow, and it's enough because you I've when I was planting real thick like last year, I got quite a few tomatoes, and this year we're gonna thinking about having a tomato bonanza, and it's gonna be we'll see what happens. We're trying to outgrow the sales because last year we didn't we besides the ones that went bad on the stand and I had to take out back and just keep them fresh. We did pretty good because I didn't can any last year. The year before I canned everything and didn't sell anything. So this year we're going to try to support what I can and what I sell, and gonna that'll be what we do. But tell me if you like the longer explanational videos, and or I probably didn't stay on topic. This is a brand new camera, and I'm just trying to get you a bunch of new video information to you, what we're doing, what we're about. People have asked me, what are you about? Well, basically, uh, I need a reason and a organizational way to keep this stuff, um, keep me motivated. So if I have to pay to keep this company open, it forces me to try to make a little bit of money, but also it gives me the opportunity to not change because of money, things of what we're doing here. Like, um, I don't think your food at the grocery store is gonna kill you, but maybe it's not the best for you. Or maybe certain things aren't good for you. Who knows? But what I'm doing is, uh, I'm trying to create a company that is just that not only benefits the people, that the shareholders, which is currently just me, and my wife. So me and my wife, but um, created it as a way to, um, instead of having a nonprofit organization that there's going to be all these issues with, you can't own a nonprofit organization either. So it's not so much as, um, I don't care if it makes $1 or a bazillion dollars, but what I wanted to do is to use the internet to get people. Well, it's supposed to connect people, but um, to use the internet as in around where we're getting urban sprawl, and I just want people to have a chance if it gets so bad to where there's a place in this town that you can learn and see and experience agriculture. So, if there's a way you can, like, I want, like, everybody nowadays, this could be more profitable than the vegetables that I grow. Like, have the business be supported by selling the plants that I go through, the vegetables and deals that I go through by being at auctions and sales, and even Gordon Food Service.